Hi, I'm Mark X from Split Second.
So this is for Bodyfest 2014. This is Split Second. So the music that was coming out from Belgium in the 80s was typically harder than the one from UK or Sweden. What was it like making music in the Belgium, and where were your influences?
Well, actually, a lot of my influences, most of them were British at the time, because we were mainly influenced by most of the new wave bands. Main influences to me were Fat Gadget, Bauhaus, The Cure, a lot of new wave guitar bands as well, but also, well, I started, even before that, I started to get interested in electronic music when I discovered Tangerine Dream, but after that, when I discovered Cabaret Voltaire and bands like Fat Gadget, that influenced me even more. And in the Belgian scene, it's really bizarre because there wasn't much contact between a lot of the bands. Everyone was just doing his own thing, but like you said, it was maybe less poppy than in some of the stuff in Britain, like the first Depeche Mode stuff. But that was probably because most of the bands in Belgium were also influenced by these darker bands like Cabaret Voltaire and also Bauhaus and all that stuff. So it all came from a darker place.
Yeah. So your songs like Rigor Mortis or Flash, they become really huge hits out of Belgium. Were you surprised with that? It's
really bizarre because it was all the first stuff that we brought out, so we were really lucky. It wasn't like we've been trying for years and then finally it broke through. We just did something and it becomes a success, which is kind of what you want. And in that sense also, maybe when you're arrogant, expect it a little. On the other hand, it's still bizarre to have that feeling. It's like the songs don't belong to you anymore, they belong to the people also. When you hear them for the first time in a club or something, it's really bizarre. But we've been really lucky, as I said, to get the success from the beginning, which is also probably due to the fact that we came in the latter half of the 80s, when a lot of these other bands had been doing groundwork before us already. Bands like Cabaret Voltaire and Front 242 and lots of others.
Yeah. Well, if you look at music industry now, I mean, a lot of things have happened. I mean, what would you give as an advice for new musicians now that's different now than was back then?
You mean in a business sense, or?
No, more like how to work with music. I mean, you have the Facebook, you have YouTube, you have Spotify, everything is like free.
Yeah. Yeah, business-wise that is a problem, but somewhere I still believe in the fact that if you put out a really good album, people will pay money for it. If you keep repeating yourself or repeating what others are doing, then people already have it in their collection and they won't pay for it anymore. So in some sense, I still think that if you make a really good product, that there's enough people out there who will pay for it, and there's a lot of new ways to get it out as well, because a lot of the people I know, a lot of young people I know, also say that they check it out first, or they download it for free, and if they really like it, they buy the album. So but the first thing is don't the first rule is don't try and fabricate some kind of music especially designed for one audience. Just make it honest, make it original, do your own thing with it, and I think that's the most sound advice I can give to bands.
So what is next for a Split Second?
Well, I'm working on a new album actually as we speak. Well, not as we speak, but the thing is, there's no, I can't put a date on it yet when it's going to be finished, because expectations are really high, not only for the public but for myself as well. I mean, it has to meet the standard of the very best work that we've done up until now. So it's going to take a bit of work, but the spark is back again, and I'm really motivated, and I'm sure we'll get there. So hopefully something to look forward to for next year, probably at least the first single.
Thank you.
Welcome.